am not a craftsman, and apart from seeing some of the pieces created and talking with those who produce the crafts in Kutch, I do not claim any expertise in craft. The zest to understand how traditional crafts survive the modern world took us to a semi-urban village called Nirona, which is 50 kilometers from Bhuj. The local saying goes, like Punjab is famous for its 5 rivers, Nirona is famous for its 5 crafts. A kaleidoscope of different cultures and lifestyles, Nirona is a must visit to understand Kutchi people and their crafts. For a craftsman, craft is an extension of the self. Crafts are thus the center of cultural expression, whose deeper meaning goes beyond the simply physical. To see people that live in harsh environments produce such wonderful crafts is a sight to behold. The crafts we will cover are lacquer work, leather work, shawl weaving, Rogan painting and copper bell, which are produced by major castes and ethnic groups like the Ahirs, Harijans, Khatris and Vadhas. We shall begin with the major craft work of the area, lacquer work. Wooden lacquer from Gujarat is famous for its exquisite beauty and vibrant colors. Kutch has about 30 lacquerware craftspeople of the Vada community who work and live in the villages of Nirona and Bhirandiara. Lac is the natural brown substance derived from a tiny insect who lives in specific types of trees including the bubble. Lac is mildly heated till it becomes flexible, enabling it to blend with the colors. The colors are then added to form colored sticks. Using an axe, the wood, which is usually local bubble, is given a rough shape. It is then turned on a simple bowl lathe called the sanghado. Still on the lathe, a colored lac stick is applied to the turning wood to give the wood a rough coating. The friction softens the lac, which is then smeared all over according to the design and number of layers. Lacquer in different shades are laid one over the other and smeared horizontally like a band. An application of groundnut oil helps to add finishing to the creation. Lacquerware utensils are popular since they are colorful, non-toxic covering for wooden implements. However, as alternative items of steel and plastic are easily available, much of the local market has died down, although the Balan and Dandiya still remain popular products. The current market will only support the survival of a small number of craftspeople. Lacquerware craftsmen usually belong to the Vada community. Vadas are part Muslim and their basic occupation is wood turning. Lacquerware products are the most popular crafts of the area, closely followed by leather work. Using leather, colorful threads, mirrors and cotton cloth, the craftsmen of the Meghwal community create leather panels, mirrors, chappals, hand fans, hairpins and other decorative and utilitarian items. While the men create the leather products, the women embroider these products with multicolored threads. The process is simple. White leather called TC or black chrome brought from Bhuj is cut to the desired shape. Using multi-shaped hand punchers, the leather is then punched with patterns. Small colored cotton cloths are stuck to the back of the punched pattern with glue, and the result is a cheerful multicolored look. Sometimes a mirror is also added to the artwork. The leather piece is given a cardboard backing. Sticking cotton cloth on the edges finishes the backside of the product. The leather is further decorated by hand stitching multicolored threads or wool onto the leather seams. Leather work finds its market at local fairs, exhibitions and huts. The products are not adaptive to capture other markets. NGOs and other organizations are developing new products from this craft aimed at export and urban markets. The Harijan community has been practicing this trade in the Nirona village for the past 7 generations. At least 3 to 5 people of the same family are engaged in this art. In the agricultural season, the craftsmen grow bajra, jowar, cotton and groundnut to provide a secondary income. Another craft which is popular in this area is shawl weaving. This is handcrafted art which produces ethnic women's clothing made from wool, embellished with mirrors and contrasting borders. Shawls are carefully hand-woven on handlooms. Harijan families in Nirona have been practicing shawl weaving for the past 2 decades. Shawl weaving is a family affair. Women help in the winding and warping of yarns. After that, the warps are taken for sizing and are immersed in starch solution for some time. These are then spread for drying, after which the menfolk set the loom according to design specifications. A 4-shaft table loom is used for this purpose. Merchants from Bhuj generally own the looms. Merchants supply the colorful woolen yarns along with the design instructions. The weavers earn rupees 40 for a bordered shawl and rupees 100 for a full work shawl. The fourth type of craft, which could well be on its last leg, that we're taking a look at is Rogan painting. Here a 1 foot square piece of cloth is worked on for around 3 days, depending on the intricacy of the design. In Persian, Rogan means oil-based. Rogan painting is a traditional form of painting. The technique and materials used for Rogan painting have not changed over time. For this craft, castor oil is boiled for about 6 hours until it becomes a sticky gel. Color pigment is added to this to make a painting medium. A little mixture is put on the end of the thin metal rod. The mixture, which is very elastic, is stretched out so it becomes thread-like and is then carefully manipulated onto the cloth to which it sticks. Painting is done with a freehand technique. This paint is only applied on 1/2 or 1/4 of the cloth, which is then folded to print its impression on the rest of the cloth. There's only one family Nirona that is involved in the craft, with 4 craftsmen practicing this unique craft. There's hardly a local market for Rogan painting, and so the craftsmen have concentrated on the foreign market. Their finer work and pastel color schemes in the form of tablecloths, cushion covers and wall pieces are in high demand. Rogan work seems very similar to embroidery due to its embossed and shiny look. Rogan painters by religion are Khatri Muslims. Printing and dyeing is not only traditional in the Khatri community, but still the main source of income of the majority. Like the dwindling Rogan painters, Lohar Hussain Siddiqui Bhai is one of the few copper bell makers left in Kutch. Copper bells were traditionally made in a village named Maru Amra in Sindh. Presently, Lohars of the Muslim community are practicing this craft in the villages of Nirona and Zura. Shaping rectangular strips of iron plates into a cylindrical hollow makes the body of a bell. The cylindrical body is topped with a semicircular shaped topli. A narrow iron strip at both ends is pushed in through the bell top. Inside the bell, both its ends are twisted together and locked, creating a thin circular loop at the top of the bell. The text is then welded perfectly with the cylindrical body of the bell. The textured and burnished copper coating is created through several stages. First, the uncoated iron bell is dipped in the solution of mitti and water, after which a mix of powdered copper and brass is applied on the bell. A mix of bits of cotton and mitti is used to make a dough, and flat pancakes are made out of this dough, which are large enough to cover the bell. The bell with brass and copper powdered clinging to it is now taken to the bhatti and baked. Time duration depends on the size of the bell. After it has been baked, the cotton wrapping is removed to reveal the copper-coated bell. Finally, a lar made of shisham wood is hung inside the bell, converting the hollow bell into a musical piece. The bell maker then adjusts the tonal setting by beating the rim of the bell. Copper bell makers have adopted their products to suit the foreign market. The product line includes hangings, jhumars, decorative artifacts. Maldhari people from nearby villages also use the bells for their cattle. Kutch is truly the place which time has forgotten, preserving in itself the culture and tradition we all have inherited from. The crafts creations are themselves utilitarian in nature, but as new products and technology has taken over, the artifacts have become merely decorative items. The local market for the products has decreased enormously. Artisans have to look to urban and foreign markets for their survival, and for this reason, they need the outside intervention of NGOs and designers to enhance their product lines to suit different consumers. Suggestions for upliftment of crafts include labeling the authentic artifacts with a government-backed name, which will reduce the sale of cheap imitations. Another option is introduce craft-related subjects at the basic schooling level to spread awareness about the products available and the plight of the craftsmen. Education should also be provided to the craftsmen themselves so that they have a better idea of how to market their products and reach the consumer more effectively. If implemented correctly, we may see more of Kutch in other regions of India with immediate effect. I think it's a fair comment to say that the harsher the environment, the harder the life, the brighter the colors, and the greater and more intricate the craft.